In this video, we are going to be looking at Mullen, ticker MULN. Now, what is key? Where are we sitting? $1 on the stock now. And what you can see is we've actually broken below $1 for the first time once again. So we hit a low already. Again, market's only been open. Actually, you can't see that because it's bottom right. But it is 10:40 market time as of right now. And you can see at around 9:50 market time, we did hit a new all-time low of 97 cents. So we have cracked that $1 zone. You can see we quickly did pull back up. We are now chilling around that $1 again. But again, one thing I do want to point out before we get into more analysis of this is the fundamentals. Again, earnings per share diluted, shares diluted. What you can see is really shares diluted, you want to be seeing decreasing. Earnings per share diluted, you want to be seeing increasing. You can see Mullen is the complete opposite. Shares diluted is up, EPS is down. Always a bad thing. And again, this is why the stock is hitting lows. And investing in something like this, again, you need to be willing to lose all your money you have in it, unless you have some sort of stop. Because again, these are the reason these have so much upside, and if they do have high price targets, the reason for that is if they work out, there is a massive amount of upside. But you got an 80% chance of it not working out and going completely to zero. And again, that is the stock market. You're playing that risk to reward. So that is one of the key things to be noting. Then what we can also look at is what are the key levels from a standard deviation perspective. So what we can see to Mullen from a support side, we have no levels. Obviously, we're at 52-week and all-time lows as we are. But what you can see as well is we are in such a strong downtrend on both the 6-month and the 1 year that every level we have below current price is negative. And again, this isn't normal. A lot of stocks, or most stocks, you tend to have support levels above their current price, even if we haven't hit them before, because usually they're not as strong downtrending as Mullen. So what this tells us instantly is, again, not something I want to be buying because it is in a serious strong downtrend. So how would I be looking at this stock as levels? Again, if you're buying this, I can't really help you. I can't give you levels to buy because, again, there is no kind of real reason to be buying at these lows. It's just the expectation or kind of your hope that it will go higher. So what instead I'd be looking at is what are key levels. So 170, this is our statistical mean on the 6-month. If we start to push up again, this would count as a resistance. I'd be watching to how we react at this if you're already holding the stock, but not a level I'd be paying attention to all that much. What I would really be paying attention to is if we can break higher at 530, 680. This is our first deviation on the 6-month and our first deviation on the 1 year. So what we look at these is this is when the stock now becomes overbought. And on a stock like this, if it becomes overbought, considering it's on a downtrend on the 6-month and a downtrend on the 1 year, the fundamentals aren't really there. It makes sense to me to be looking at this short buy. So if we were able to pop, whether that's a short squeeze, whether that's just a pop of momentum, whatever it is that takes us here, this is where I'm looking at it short buys from 530 really and anywhere above. But the key levels right now would be the 530, 680. Now, if we broke high, we do have more resistances. That would be $9, $12.50, $16.50. Now, again, are we going to hit these highs? Probably not, considering, you know, that is a massive move. I mean, that is a 16x, that's a 12.5x, 9x. Even these are, you know, a 5x from where we are now. So are we going to hit these levels? Probably not. But if we do, that's where the opportunity, at least from how I view stocks as a trader, is I don't want to be touching this long bias. I only want to be catching that short bias, and that's when it hits these levels. Getting in before theirs, again, just being a lack of patience and a high probability of losing money. So to me, I'm not trading it. I'm not even paying attention to the stock really until we hit that 530. Obviously, from an investment standpoint, we are below statistical mean, which is 160 on that 6-month chart. So if you are looking at investing, you know, we are below that fair value. So there is definitely opportunity. But again, it's why are you buying this? And if you are buying it, again, having your predefined stop loss would be a good idea. And if you don't, again, whatever you have in that stock, just be willing to lose, because these are the kind of stocks, they can have massive upside if they work out, but very commonly they lose all their value. So I hope you enjoyed the breakdown of Mullen. Let me know what you're doing with this stock. If you enjoyed the video, why not drop a like and subscribe? And like we said, if you want your own stock analyzed, throw that in the comments. And why don't you check out this analysis video?